Today we're going to go over how to change your kitchen sink's aerator, and as the name implies, an aerator just adds air to the water coming out of your faucet. It could be on the outside, as is the case here with your kitchen sink, or the inside, which is more typical for your bathroom sink. And this is your aerator here on the very end of your faucet, and we're going to want to remove that. To do so, we're just going to give it a clockwise twist. And it may be on there a bit firmly, so just go ahead and grab a dish towel and you should be able to work it off. So here's the inside of your aerator. As you can see, it's got a little screen in there and a little black rubber gasket. Now don't be alarmed, you probably have some pretty heavy sediment in there. That's okay, that's why we're doing this. Just regular maintenance will keep that sediment clear. And so all we have to do is rinse this out with water. Very important to note that that rubber gasket can fall out, and we don't want that going down the drain because that rubber gasket is actually what will give you the seal between the aerator and the sink itself. Without it, water is just going to be spraying between the aerator and the sink. So we don't want to lose that gasket. Now we're going to go ahead and rinse out our aerator, and before we do that, I would recommend turning on the hot water fully opened and allowing that water to flow. And the reason we want to do that is because that aerator restricts the flow of water, and without that aerator on, the water can flow freely, and what it will do is it's beneficial to both you and the entire building. You're spitting out any sediment, any dirt that may have gotten stuck in that water line. So I would allow that water to flow full force for 30 to 60 seconds or until it clears up. Don't be alarmed if you do see some brown water coming out, that's not uncommon. And now we're ready to rinse out our aerator, and all we're going to do is run it under some warm water. You can brush it out with your finger. And again, remember, don't lose that rubber gasket. You may notice that there are some really small pieces of sediment that are trapped under the screen. There's not really anything you can do about that, but for the most part, you should be pretty clear and ready to put your aerator back onto your faucet. And so what we need to do is we're going to turn the water off, and we're going to line up that aerator with the very end of your faucet. And we're going to spin it in a counterclockwise turn until it's on there nice and snug. Once you've got it up, just run that water. It may spit just a little bit, but that's fine. That's just air releasing, and that's a clean aerator. I also recommend that you do this every 4 to 6 months. That should keep you clean.